Hello, this is Thomas K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos. And as you can see, I'm in my car. I'm actually heading to a park right now. I'm heading to Lake James State Park, where I'll be doing an activation. But it's not just any ordinary activation today. Actually, what I'll be doing is a joint Parks on the Air activation and ham radio workbenches on the air activation. So POTA is how Mark N6MTS, who's kind of like the brainchild of this thing, that's how he calls it, is POTA. And I'm looking forward to it, actually. I'm really looking forward to it. It's being held today between local time 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. I had planned to operate that entire time, but just a day or two ago, I discovered that my daughter had a meeting that she didn't tell me about that she needed to go to. And so I needed to take her in town to go meet up with some people. And so it had to do with her classes and stuff, so I couldn't say no to that. If it would have been anything other than academic, I would have said, yep, find another way there. But I wanted to make sure she made it to her meeting. And so so that started at 1 o'clock, and it lasted for almost an hour. And what I did was I went to this meeting, and I took my Elecraft KH1 with me. And in the parking lot, I just stood there and did pedestrian mobile and worked, I don't know, maybe 18 stations or something for the ham radio workbenches on the air portion of it, because of course this parking lot was not in any sort of park. Now I think there were people who were contacting me, and if you were one of those, I'm sorry if it was a little ambiguous, but some people have me in ham alert, I believe, and when they work me, they just assume I'm in a park, and I don't even know if they look at POTA spots or not. But everybody who worked me there, you are entered into the ham radio workbenches on the air event as having participated, because I'll submit all those logs and serial numbers and everything along with that. Now, one of the reasons why I'm filming my introduction to my activation here in the car as opposed to at the state park is because when I get there, I need to really kind of leg it to get on the air. And in a hurry, like the KH1 would be perfect for this, or even the Elecraft KX2 with my AX1 antenna would be great. But that's not what I want to do today. I want to put up a full 40 meter end-fed half wave. I'm going to use my KM4 CFT little end-fed half wave kit that I trimmed and designed to be a 30 meter end-fed half wave with a 40 meter extension link in it. And I brought along my ICOM IC705, and I will use it 5 watt CW, and if I can remember to do it, 10 watt single sideband. I do plan to do some single sideband with this one because, that's what I need to do. I want to give everybody an opportunity to work me in either CW or single sideband. So my goal, and I don't know if I'll be able to attain this or not, but my goal will be to do 20 meter CW, 20 meter single sideband, 40 meter CW, 40 meter single sideband. So I'll probably just hook up the 40 meter end-fed half wave and not have to take the extension out. If I have time, I would like to go on the 30 meter band in CW, because that will open up the door for some other people to work me. And I maybe I could try 15 meters as well, but Mike in our ham radio workbench group just said that 15 meters got hit by something and all the signals disappeared. And I'm not too surprised. We've had a lot of solar activity lately, and not all the good kind. So I'll probably just go for 20 meters right now. The idea is just to spread my signal around to give people an opportunity in different regions to work me, and I think I could probably work some West Coast people on 20 meters if the band's okay. I'll just have to figure out when I do it. So my plan is to get there. I'm going to go to the Paddy's Creek area of Lake James and use one of the lakeside picnic tables, because they have some nice trees there. It's in a great spot, and with any luck, maybe I'll be able to charge my car while I'm sitting there too. But it's one of the closest parks to the interstate. when I'm driving there. Though I did just realize that there is one, South Mountains State Park has another access area that's probably slightly closer, but I didn't think about that earlier. So we're going to be doing Lake James because I've already announced it and set up everything for it. So I kind of hate that I'm missing about an hour and a half of the ham radio workbenches on the air time, because people who are trying to work all of the ham radio workbenches on the air people are going to be frustrated that they're not getting me, because because there's a clean sweep sort of that you can do, and so they may be a little upset that they're not able to get me because there's a little less time. If you think about it, you know, the podcast really has you know, sort of a global audience, and I can't expect to work a global audience, you know, here at a park or something. You know, I can't reach people in Australia and New Zealand and stuff. You know, there's just propagation limits that we have here. So what I try to do is just open it up to where as many regions, you know, can work me as possible. I want to make sure I'm working locals and working maybe a little further away, you know, more DX stations if I can, which is why I'm going to try 20 meters. And hopefully 20 meters is healthy, and hopefully it'll work earlier. It was working fine earlier when I was on my KH1. In fact, had some pretty strong signals coming in. Yeah, so I'll probably make a beeline for a good picnic table and set up my in-fed half wave as quickly as I can, and then hop on the air. I will need to program a message memory because I'm finding it really difficult to send CQ, see, I got it wrong there. I want to say HWRB, and it's HR, ham radio workbenches, so WB, so it's HRWBOTA, and then DEK4SWL. I'm just finding that difficult to do. So I set up a message memory on the KH1, and that's what I used when I was calling CQ there. I'll need to do the same on my 705. I have not used the 705 in the field in a while, I realize, probably 2 or 3 months, maybe a little bit longer even. So it needed a little outdoor time today. It'll be the perfect radio for this though, because it's got great filtering. The audio's great, and there are a lot of positives. So I think that it'll be an ideal radio to use for an event like this where I'm sitting down for a little while and working stations. Anyway, so I'll turn this off now, and hopefully when I come back, we'll be walking over to the site and setting up. Okay, I'm back here. I just plugged in the car at the complimentary destination charger here at Lake James. We're going to walk down here to the part of the park where I'd like to do the activation. This swimming area is closed, of course, this time of year. So it's not as busy down here. In the summer, this is very, very busy. On a Sunday like this, it would be super busy. But it's not bad at all. And I'm going to walk down here. I could go into one of the big picnic shelters, but I'm not going to do that. Let's go off to the side down here and try to find a good spot to set up and do it kind of quickly. I hope I brought all the components with me. I've got to be honest, I kind of did this hastily today. Man, I wonder if I could set up right here. Are there any good branches, accessible branches for 40 meters? I could definitely throw it over that tree limb. This is not a bad spot. I'd have to use that one. I want to keep going here a little bit. I just like something a little more in the clear. Because I want some height on this line here. That looks pretty darn promising right there. I might go for that. Is there another one over here like that? I wouldn't mind some shade though. A sun, while it's not hot out here, it's pretty warm actually. For this time of year, it's pretty warm, but I just don't want it blinding me the whole time I'm trying to operate. I think this table right here is going to do the trick. Yeah, I can probably snag that branch way up there. Maybe. Maybe. Golly, that is pretty high though. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Let's put my Pelican case. This is what I keep the 705 in. And I'll shoot for that tree, I think. Let's get my, let me get the stand up here on my camera. I'll try to do this as quickly as I can. Let's take off my sunglasses. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, go for, I want it to be nearly vertical, I think. I think that'll make it a little easier to deploy and take down. Boy, that'd be nice if I could hit that one branch, but that is really high. Let's see, maybe I can go for it. Okay, I'll set this back here and hopefully you can see. I'm gonna do it really quickly. At least see me try to do it. It'll probably take me a couple attempts to get this. This is going to be pretty difficult, actually. I can't believe that. I cannot believe I hit that. It's like way up there. I could have done this with my 25-meter line, that's for sure. Oh, that's great. Okay, now let's grab the antenna real quick. Get that up. Shouldn't take too long to deploy this. Got it in here. This is my, I think I said, a 40-meter end-fed half-wave. Well, it's a 30-meter end-fed half-wave with a 40-meter link in it. And that is what we're going to do. Let's go for this. So, where did this come down? Right here. I'm going to make this almost a vertical. Okay, so first things first, pull this off. Typically, if I want to go fairly quickly when I'm activating, I can deploy an antenna quickly enough. You know, this is not a it's not a speed competition right now or anything crazy like that. It's just I want to get going here quickly so I'm not missing too much of the action. I can almost pull this up with one hand. I'm not going to do it though. What I'm going to do is lay this out. I will pull it up while I'm doing this. There we go. Let's pull this up because it'll be easy enough to do. I don't know how much of this you can see on the camera, so I'm in a rush here. I don't want to fiddle with the camera too much. Okay, let's try to keep this stuff in line here. So, just pulling up, I've got the other end of the line, so I'm pulling it up like this. There goes my link. And let me make sure it is linked, and yes, it's linked. Okay. Now, hypothetically, it'll just unspool as I pull it. Let's see, whoops, dropped it. Okay. Now, the one mistake I've made is having this too close to the having the line a little too close to my throw line, which means that it's kind of doubled over. I need to fix that. That's not good. So let's pull this back down. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off so I don't have to try to film it. I'll just strip that up. It really wasn't a big deal. I had to, what happened was, you can't see it here, but it kind of looped back on itself. And so the line was pulling against the throw line. And I realized that when I felt some tension on it, kind of like it made a loop around the tree up there. So I just had to pull it back down and then spread it out. Because there's like maybe, I don't know, like maybe 15 feet of the line coming over the top of that. So what I'll do now is just put a weight here to keep the antenna in place in case it gets windy. I don't think it will. It's pretty still today. But I don't want to pull the antenna up so high that I can't grab it out there. There we go. Let's pull this. There we go. So put this on here and then let go of that. Okay. Get my feed line. Very pleased with that deployment though. I do say so myself. I was very happy with that. Worked out well. Okay. This is the ferrites. I'll put the ferrites over on this side for the common mode choke. And now the complicated part of all of this is actually going to be the logging, because I'm logging for both POTA and BOTA. So, and I have logs that were not in a park, these, and I'll be adding logs onto them because these are they're serial numbers. So K2739, Lake James. I see 705 infed half wave, and we'll start on 20 meters CW. And grab my sunglasses. Here we go. I keep a Pelican case for my IC705. I don't always take it out in the Pelican case, but I do have a nice Pelican case for it. I want to do that. We're going to plug it into a battery because when I'm operating CW, I will be doing... What am I doing? I haven't used this in so long, I couldn't remember which side the DC plug's on. Here we go. And let's plug in the antenna on this side over here. There we go. And let's get a key. Oh, and I brought my Bengali key. I actually have a key, a really nice CW Moore's paddle in my pack here. You can see in my case, but I want kind of more like a tabletop CW key. So I just grabbed the Bengali. It was in the car. It's got a little more weight, so it'll allow me to not have to hold the key while I'm using it, which is kind of nice when you're... my hands will be busy logging this one, I'm afraid. So let's see here. Let's do the key. Plug the key in. Turn on the power. Whoops, this isn't in yet. And right now, I get my hammers thing set up. Yeah, perfect SWR, that's great. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I've got to remember how to record my CW message memories. I haven't done this in so long. It's not that. Is it? Let's see. Edit. Yes, it is. Okay, so it would be CQ, nope, backspace, CQ, ham radio workbenches on the air. Ham radio workbenches on the air, space K for SWL. Enter. There we go. Now I've got it right here. Okay, let's just set up my logs on hammers. Can't remember if I did this before I left or not, did I? I did do it. I completely forgot. Okay, 20 meters CW. That's exactly where I needed to be. Okay, good. And so the time is 20:30 something. But actually, I need to go back to my... Okay, let's see. Yep, HF power's at 50%. So 14042.5. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it? Let's see, I gotta get in here and change this to... Good. Now, I think I just need to log people. Can you see okay? I didn't put it. Okay, wait. OMV, that's right. Okay, OMV. We'll speed up a little bit. Good to get you in the logs. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. I know that Alan knows about Workbenches on the air, so I went ahead and gave him his serial number. I'm going at a little faster clip than normal because it's a timed event today. Did I copy that correctly? KC, is it KC2? Yeah, sounds like it. That's a 2. Okay, wait. Good signals to it. Oh, maybe that's a cue I was hearing. Okay. Make that neater. It's number 28.
is when, maybe as well, or maybe I'm reading it. Okay. That's who I was hearing before. Okay, is that right? You look where he is off the screen, way up to the top. That helps me hear him over everybody else. Okay. There we go. That was confirmation bias. I thought I was hearing that, and I kept going back to try to hear it. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Oh, there we go. Good to get you in the books. Okay, I'm really missing all this. Okay, I heard a V in there. Okay. He's come up a little bit there. Okay, there we go. $454.45. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay. Oh, there we go. Gosh, I'm never going to get off CW. Okay, well. I'm going to have to switch to single sideband even with the pilot going on here. Okay, did I hear? No. Okay, anyway. I hate to be doing this so quickly, but I'll lose it there. Nope. Okay, wait, let's see. Okay. 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 Okay, got it. Good, good, good. Oh no, that's... Okay, this is Jonathan. Or John... This is his antenna that I'm using. This is... Okay, I'm going to move to SSB. I've got to. Okay. Okay, I'm QSYing to single sideband. I have to do that because I want to give some people a chance to work me single sideband if they're not CW operators for the POTA thing. And I've got 45 minutes to get some people here. I wanted to move to 40 meters as well, but I just don't know if I'm going to have enough time. Oh, I've got to get a microphone out. This is where I kind of wish I would have remembered to bring my water bottle here, because I forgot I left it in the car, and I'm not going to go back to get it at this point. I'm not exactly exerting myself here, and I've got to remember, is the small one the mic? I think it is. Yes. Okay, now, let's see, 20 meters. Okay. I'm not good at this stuff. Okay, I've got to go on the ham radio workbench. Okay, so I've got a lot of things to do here. Let's see. I've got to move to the ham radio workbench thing and change my frequency. I'm not good at this single sideband thing anymore. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? This is K4SWL. Is this frequency in use? This is K4SWL. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Okay, now let's see. I've got to move out of this and go to voice. And now that's saying CQ POTA right now, I believe. I hope. I haven't done it in so long. I don't really know. 2115. Now I've got to go to the POTA website and spot myself. I'm not used to doing that either, because it's not going to catch me in the reverse beacon network or anything. Okay, come on, pull me up. I have like 1 bar of service and it's not doing a very good job. There we go. Respot. So 14332. Also, ham radio workbenches on the air. There we go. Done. Spot.
Victor Alpha 3 November Charlie Alpha.
Victor Alpha 3 November Charlie Alpha. If I got that correct, you are 5x9. 5x9 here at Park K2739 QSL.
QSL, thanks so much, Thomas. I'm glad I could reach you. Conditions aren't great, but you're coming through about a 5-5 with some QSD, but you're making it to Hamilton, Ontario. Oscar November. QSL.
Roger, Roger. I'm glad I'm making it into Hamilton, Ontario as well. I'm trying to do all of my logging here at the same time I'm talking. If you're doing the ham radio workbenches on the air, as well as POTA, you are number 55 if you're doing that. Thank you so much for the contact, my friend. You sound great here in North Carolina.
Thanks for the 5-5 exchange. My exchange, I guess, is SBK1, Sierra Bravo Kilo soldering iron, number 1.
Roger, Roger. Got Sierra Bravo Kilo 1 soldering iron. Hey, thank you so much. We've got you in here. Serial number 55. Take care, my friend, and 7-3s.
7-3, have a great one.
QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and HURWA-BOTA.
Alpha Delta 9, Whiskey Mike. Yankee.
Alpha Delta 9, Whiskey Mike, you are 5x9 here at Park 2739 QSL.
QSL, I have you 5-5, Illinois, Unger 4.
Okay, I got the 4. Can you tell me what was that before?
Unger, UNGAR.
Oh, right, of course, Unger. Unger 4. Hey, thank you so much. And you are number 56 for ham radio workbenches on the air. Thank you so much, my friend, and take care.
73, have fun out there, and good luck.
Thank you. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for POTA and HURWA-BOTA.
Kilo Delta 9, Sierra Foxtrot Yankee.
Kilo Delta 9, Sierra Foxtrot Yankee. I would think you were here in the park with me. You are 5x9. 5x9, my friend. QSL?
QSL, you're a 5-7 in the Indiana this afternoon. Got a little static on the band.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, conditions are kind of crazy, but boy, I tell you what, you're punching through. Thank you so much. If you're doing the ham radio workbenches on the air, you are number 57. Number 57, QSL?
QSL, QSL, love you guys' podcast and love your event today, 73.
73's my friend. Take care. And QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air.
Kilo Charlie 2, Golf.
Kilo Charlie 2, Golf. Very strong signal here into 2739. You're a 5x9, 5x9. QSL?
Thank you. You're 5'7" here, and I just wanted to thank you for putting up with my computer sense CW earlier. I didn't know if I was going to get you on phone or not.
Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks for going to the effort of using your computer to do the CW. I think I've got you in the logs here. I'd have to go back and look again. It's been kind of a whirlwind here, but you sound fantastic here on single sideband. So thanks so much for getting me over here on this side too.
7-3, have a wonderful day.
7-3s, and if you're doing ham radio workbenches on the air, your serial number 5858. QSL?
Okay, thank you for 8. Here is 2 Miniware.
Excellent. Okay, I like that. Thank you so much, my friend. Take care, and 7-3s.
7-3.
QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and ham radio workbenches on the air.
Kilo Delta 9, Mike Yankee.
Kilo Delta 9, Mike Yankee. Very strong signal here into Park 2739. QSL?
QSL, you're 5'9" in Florida, 2 Weller.
I am a Weller man myself. Hey, thank you so much for that. And you are number 59, 5'9er. QSL?
Roger on the 5'9er. Appreciate the special event. Good luck.
Thank you so much, my friend, and take care. Thanks for reaching out. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for POTA and for ham radio workbenches on the air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ Horoboda. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air and for ham radio workbenches on the air. It doesn't sound right to say that singular, like ham radio workbench on the air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for ham radio workbenches on the air and Parks on the Air. I'll do this for a little while and I'll move down to 40 meter single sideband. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for ham radio workbenches on the air and Parks on the Air. I find it really difficult in single sideband to copy on both places. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air and ham radio workbenches on the air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. I realized I was looking at the clock on here, which is wrong, and that was screwing me up earlier when I was thinking what time it was. CQ POTA, CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Okay, I'm not hearing a lot here on 20 meters, so I'm going to move down to the 40 meter band, single sideband. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima. QRT. Okay, so let's move down to the 40 meter band. Please tell me I changed that. Yes, I did. Good. Okay, 40 meters now. Move it to that here. And we're just going to move to a new page. I'll make it a little easier. 40 meters, single sideband. Oh, you know what I need to be doing? I need to hook my... did I bring it here? Maybe I didn't bring it here. I need to hook my... yes I did, I think. I need to hook my camera up to an external battery because I'm running it so long on this that I really do need to... Let me start going to be listening for a clear spot on the bands. Okay, let's first do this scope, and let's do, this will give me a little bit better. This is a good thing for this scope right here is when I'm doing single sideband. There we go. Yeah, we were getting pretty low there on power too. Good. Okay, let's see if we can get this going again. Okay, I have to go to the Hurabota website and spot myself there first when I find this pretty spot. I see a little something there that flickered. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? This is K4SWL. Okay, 7.188 lower sideband. And let's go here to CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. You know what? My browser froze here. I've got some kind of issue with my browser on here. What is this? Oh, it's an ad. POTA. Let's get this back on the POTA app. And then it'll hug me a CW. Okay, so I'm going to put... I should be holding this frequency right now, by the way. Menu, voice. There we go. I got to be holding that frequency. I'm going to lose it. Okay, there we go. SSB. Let's see if that spotted. It did. It spotted. Now I got to go back here. Good. Got that. Got my band set up. Got my mode set up. Can we give this a go again? 21. Oh, what serial number are we on? We're on number 59, so we're starting at 60. I always forget my park number when I'm doing this. CQ POTA, CQ Ham Radio Workbenches on the air. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air and for Ham Radio Workbenches on the air. Why is that locking me? Did this fall out or something? CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the air. My mic was letting go. CQ POTA, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Ham Radio Workbenches on the air and Parks on the air.
Kilo 4, Romeo Lima Charlie, K4RLC.
Kilo 4, Romeo Lima Charlie. You're strong, about a 5x9 here at Park 2739.
Hey Thomas, it's Bob down in Raleigh. I've been chasing you on the bands all day, and here we get you on 40 sideband. You're a good 5'6", 5'7" down here. Good to hear you, my friend. Hope you're having fun.
Yeah, you had to trip my name. When you said Bob, I was like, of course this is Bob's fault. I'm just not used to working you on the air. Great to hear you, Bob. It's nice that there's a little path open into the Raleigh area. I guess that's where you are right now. Yeah, you sound great. You're a good 5x9 actually when you first came in here. And if you're doing the Ham Radio Workbenches on the air event as well, you are number 6060 QSL.
QSL. Sorry, a little local noise, but glad you're on the air. And yes, ironic working on sideband here.
I know, he's a CW guy too.
You guys are doing it. Got both Mike and Vince this afternoon, and hope you have a great time up there in the mountains. Good to talk to you, my friend. Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima 73 K4RLC.
Roger, my friend. Thanks so much, and great to work you today. Take care, and I'm glad you're able to work some other Ham Radio Workbench people today. Hey, take care. Hopefully work again maybe next time on CW. 7-3s, my friend.
Roger, Thomas. 7-3. Good luck. X-Ray Victor.
Okay, the X-Ray Victor station. Go ahead.
Whiskey 4, X-Ray Victor.
Whiskey 4, X-Ray Victor. You've got a great signal, about a 5x7 here into Park 2739 QSL.
You're barely coming in. I'm southwestern Virginia, too close to you.
Ooh, that is close.
A little too close. I'm just below Blacksburg, Virginia. Just below Blacksburg, Virginia. And hey, thanks for being out there. Thanks for doing the podcast and all you do for the hobby.
Roger, my friend. Roger. Thank you so much for that. And you are serial number 616161, my friend. You're right. You're very close. I'm impressed that we're able to make this happen. Hey, 7-3s, take care and all the best.
7-3, thank you.
QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Ham Radio Workbenches on the air and Parks on the air.
Kilowatt 4, Charlie Golf Yankee. Lima, Sierra.
Okay, Kilowatt 4, Charlie Golf Yankee, your 5x9. Very strong signal here into Park 2739 QSL. Kilo 4, Charlie Golf Yankee, your 5x9 QSL.
QSL the 5'9", Tom, you're also about a 5'7", here in Virginia. Too many people covering you up there. 73.
Hey, 7-3s, my friend. Take care. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Ham Radio Workbenches on the air and Parks on the air.
Kilowatt November 3 Alpha.
Kilowatt November 3 Alpha. Scott, great to work you, my friend. You're 5x9 here at 2739 QSL.
Hey, good afternoon, Tom. Very unusual to catch you on sideband. Yeah, you're 5'7", 57 up here in PA. 73, thanks for this and POTA.
Yeah, thanks so much, my friend. Great to get you there, and you got a great signal out of Pennsylvania today. Hey, 7-3s, and take care. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the air. Did I hear an Alpha Whiskey in there? Alpha 4 Kilo, of course. Alpha 4 Kilo. Great to put you in the logs here in single sideband. You are about a 5x3. 5x3, my friend.
Thanks, Tom. You're 5'7", here in Middle Tennessee. Thanks for all you do. 7-3.
7-3s, my friend. And if you're doing the Ham Radio Workbenches on the air, you are number 64. 6464. QSL?
QSL, copy 64. Thank you.
QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Ham Radio Workbenches on the air and Parks on the air.
Kilo November 3 X-Ray Lima Sierra.
November 3, X-Ray Lima Sierra. Wow, I've got you on all modes today in a few bands. You're 5x9 here at 2739 QSL.
Unfortunately, Vince is beating you out. I got him several more times today as well. I got you, you're 5'3" here in Pennsylvania, QSL.
Roger. That Vince is always trying to get one up on me there. So, yeah, you sound great, and you are serial number 65, my friend. Thanks so much, and take care. 7-3s, QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima.
Kilo November 4.
Okay, there was an Alpha Whiskey in there. Kilo November 4, Alpha Whiskey. You're about a 5x3 here at Park 2739 QSL. Kilo November 4, Alpha Whiskey. Kilo November 4, Alpha Whiskey. You are 5x3 QSL. Okay, can you give me your exchange one more time? I just went out a little bit there. Roger. I've got you in here. And you are serial number 66066 QSL. You are number 6666, my friend. Thank you so much for the contact and for participating in the Ham Radio Workbenches on the air as well. 7-3s. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for POTA and for Herwabota.
Whiskey Victor 8 Tango.
I can't talk today. Whiskey Victor 8 Tango. You're a 5x9. You sound like you're here in the park with me, my friend.
Roger. I got you a 5'6" here, Tom, in West Virginia, QSL.
Roger. You're, like I said, 5x9 here in North Carolina. And if you're doing Ham Radio Workbenches on the air, you're number 6767, my friend. QSL?
Roger.
Thanks so much. And 7-3s. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the Air.
Tango. November 1, Kilo, Sierra Charlie.
November 1, Kilo Sierra Charlie, your 5x9 here at Park 2739 QSL.
QSL, thanks, Thomas. You are about a 5'7" here at the John F. Kennedy Space Center at the KSC Amateur Radio Club station. Glad to be able to talk with you this afternoon. The exchange is 4H plus 4W, Florida.
Roger, 4H4W, Florida. Thank you so much. What a nice thing to work the space station. I'll have to tell my daughter about that. Her call sign is Kilo 4 Tango Lima, India, for translunar injection. That's how much of a NASA nerd she is. So thank you so much. And you are serial number 686868, my friend. QSL?
QSL 68. Thank you very much. 73.
7-3s, my friend. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the Air.
Alpha Juliet 6 Tango.
Alpha Juliet 6 Tango, your 5x9 here at Park 2739. QSL? Alpha Juliet 6 Tango, your 5x9 at 2739. QSL?
Okay, Roger. You're 4x4. 4x4 in Tennessee, over.
Roger on the 4x4 in Tennessee. You're probably a little close here for 40 meters almost. Hey, 7-3s, my friend. If you're doing the Park Ham Radio Workbenches on the air as well, you're number 6969. QSL?
Okay, 7-3.
7-3s, my friend. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the air.
For India, 1 Quebec. 2 Alpha Delta Victor.
Okay, the India Quebec station, go ahead.
November India 1 Quebec. November India 1 Quebec. Hello, Thomas. Nice to hear you on sideband. 5'9" in Connecticut.
Roger. November India 1 Quebec. Yes, very familiar signal there. Thank you so much for the contact. You are strong, probably about like I said, about a 5x9 or so here at Park 2739. If you're participating in Ham Radio Workbenches on the air, you are serial number 07070. QSL?
QSL, I think you're running my favorite radio, the 705, and I agree with you about the receiver, by the way. Anyway, 783 Thomas, my favorite, I have a Wen desoldering, desoldering station, and it's a real good one.
Roger. Yeah, I tell you what, I need a desoldering station of my own, a proper one. So that's kind of fun that you got that. Hey, thanks so much, my friend. Take care, and great to hear you on the single sideband side of things.
Okay, Thomas, K4SWL 73 from November, India 1 Quebec.
Roger. And QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima.
November 2 Alpha Delta Victor.
November 2, Alpha Delta Victor. You're about a 5x5 here at Park 2739. QSL?
QSL, the 5x5. You're about a 5 and 2, 52. The band's a little crunchy with the QSB, but I could get you, Thomas. So thanks for the activation and for the workbenches on the air.
Oh, Roger, thank you so much. And you are serial number 071. QSL?
Yeah, QSL. Thanks again. It's 7-3. This is N2ADV.
7-3s, my friend. And QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and for Ham Radio Workbenches on the air. The Park to Park station, go ahead.
Kilo 4 Tango November Romeo and Park K2932.
Roger. Okay, got your Park to Park. It's Kilo 4 Tango November Radio. You are about a 5x3 here at Park 2739, and I copied your 2932. Thank you so much for the Park to Park, my friend. I appreciate that. Roger, 4.5 QRP, and I am running 10 watts into an end-fed half wave here. If you consider that QRP single sideband, then that's where I am right now. Thank you, sir, and good luck on your activation as well. Thanks again. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the air. Did I hear a Whiskey 3 station?
Whiskey 3 Juliet Whiskey Echo.
Whiskey 3, Juliet Whiskey Echo, you are 5 by 5 here at park number 2739, QSL.
QSL, I have you the same 5-5 in Southern Delaware.
Roger. Thank you so much for Delaware. I appreciate that. And have yourself a wonderful evening. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air.
Kilo Charlie 3, Sugar, Zulu Hotel.
Okay, Kilo Charlie 3, Sugar Zulu Hotel. You are very strong. 5 by 9. It sounds like you're in the park here with me. This is park number 2739, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, good to hear you, Tom. I got you 5 by 9 as well up here in Pittsburgh.
Roger. That's great to get you in the logs here. And if you're participating in Ham Radio Workbenches on the Air, you are number 7474, QSL.
Yep, QSL. Hey, be safe out there. Thanks for the activation, and catch you down the log, 73.
73 is my friend. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima.
Whiskey Delta 4, Alpha, Whiskey Delta.
Okay, the Whiskey Delta 4 station again.
Whiskey Delta 4, Alpha, Whiskey Delta.
Oh, Whiskey Delta 4, Alpha Whiskey Delta. Not used to working you single sideband. You are about a 5 by 7 here at Park 2739, QSL.
QSL, thanks for the 5-7. You're 5-5, and I have 3 soldering irons, and Hako is my favorite.
Okay. Roger. That's what a lot of people say, is the Hako is their favorite. Hey, thanks so much. And your serial number is 075, QSL?
QSL, thanks for number 75, and I think you're the only one giving out serial numbers, so appreciate that. 73.
It's nice to know I'm the only one playing by the rules that they made up. Hey, thanks so much, my friend. Take care and have yourself a wonderful week ahead. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the Air. CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the Air. CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the Air. Again?
Just 1, 2, 2.
CQ POTA. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima calling CQ for Parks on the Air. Kilo 2, Bravo Radio Oscar. You've got a great signal, about a 5 by 5 here at Park 2739, QSL.
QSL, thank you. You're a 5-5 at the Southern Illinois. Thank you for the new park this afternoon. Have fun. 7-3.
Roger, my friend. Thank you so much, and have yourself a wonderful week ahead. 7-3s. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and Ham Radio Workbenches on the Air.
November Delta 4, Delta Alpha, November.
Okay, the November 3 station first.
November 3, Victor Echo Mike.
November 3, Victor Echo Mike. You're a 5 by 5 here at Park 2739, QSL.
QSL, I got a copy of the 5-5. You are also 5-5 in Pennsylvania, and for the workbenches, I guess I'm a 1-2 auto, which is a weird brand of soldering iron, but it's the one I got, so I like it. But, I hope you're having fun out there, and I'll let you keep working the ground. N3, GE.
Roger, my friend. That's great to get your soldering iron in, and you are number 77. That's a lucky number in my book. 7-3s, my friend. Take care and have yourself a wonderful week ahead.
Hey, you too. 73, N3, GE.
QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and for Ham Radio Workbenches on the Air.
Delta 4, Delta Alpha, November.
Okay, hang on 1 second. The Delta Alpha November, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to flip my logbook and make sure I've got everything in line here. Okay, can you give me your call one more time then? Let's see, the station ending Alpha November, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Thomas. Whiskey Delta 4 Delta Alpha November.
Roger, Roger. Whiskey Delta 4 Delta Alpha November. Okay, I got you now. Of course, that's your call. You are a 5x5, but a great, nice, clear signal here at Park 2739. And if you're participating in ham radio workbenches on the air, your serial number 7878. QSL?
Thank you much, Thomas. 5 and 5 in Georgia, and have a great evening, buddy. 7-3.
7-3's my friend. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and ham radio workbenches on the air.
Whiskey Sierra.
Alpha Romeo.
Okay, is that Alpha Alpha Romeo? Go ahead.
Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Alpha Romeo 57, South Carolina.
Roger, Roger. Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Alpha Romeo. You're about a 5x7 here at Park 2739. QSL?
Roger, Roger, buddy. Thank you, and have fun. 73.
7-3's my friend. And QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima.
Alpha Bravo 4, Whiskey Sierra.
8, Victoria Radio X-ray.
Okay, Alpha Bravo 4, Whiskey Sierra. You're 5x9 here at 2739. QSL?
QSL, Thomas, you're 5'8", 58 in Kentucky. Thanks for the activation. Love the videos. AB4WS.
Thank you so much, my friend. I'm glad you appreciate the videos, and maybe they'll help you fall asleep at night. 7-3's my friend. Take care. And QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air.
Bravo 0, Tango Lima.
Whiskey Bravo 3, Echo Golf Delta.
Okay, the Tango Lima, go ahead.
This is Kilo Bravo 0, Tango Lima. Yeah, you're about a 5 and 5, about a 5 and 5 in Indiana. QSL.
Roger, Roger. Kilo Bravo 0, Tango Lima. Yeah, you're about a good 5x7 here at Park number 2739. And if you're doing the ham radio workbenches on the air, you're number 81. QSL?
QSL, yes. Thank you for activating.
Thank you so much, my friend. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima, Parks on the Air.
Kilo Delta 8, Victor Radio X-ray.
Kilo Delta 8, Victor Radio X-ray. You're 5x9 here at Park 2739. QSL? Kilo Delta 8, Victor Radio X-ray. You are 5x9. QSL?
Thomas, QSL, sorry, the static went up. QSL, the 59 in North Carolina, Kilo 2739, and thank you very much, and thank you for being one of the hosts for the ham radio workbench, so I'll log you as there as well, but appreciate it, thank you, and have fun, and enjoy the videos.
Roger, my friend. I really appreciate that. And you are number 8282 is your serial number. Thank you so much, my friend. Take care and have yourself a wonderful week ahead. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima for Parks on the Air and ham radio workbenches on the air.
Whiskey 0, Charlie Golf Charlie.
Whiskey 0, Charlie Golf Charlie. You're 5x9. Very strong signal here into Park 2739. QSL?
2739, Thomas, I have you a 5-9 in return when we're left alone in East Tennessee. Always a pleasure, my friend, and 73.
Thank you so much, my friend. Take care and have yourself a wonderful week ahead there in East Tennessee. QRZ, this is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima.
Victor Echo India.
Okay, Victor Echo India station, go ahead.
We'll make out you fine. Apparently they don't hear us.
We hear you, sir. The POTA station is here before you.
Okay, I'll take one more call here. Is it Victor Echo India? Go ahead.
This POTA stuff is becoming a real problem.
Oh gosh.
All over the bands, right on top of people talking.
You guys came here later.
Hey, listen, I'm going to QSY up to the 30-meter band. I'm going to QSY up to the 30-meter band here and finish off. I need to do a little more CW. This is Kilo 4, Sierra Whiskey Lima. I'm clear. I'm not going to interfere or deal with any... Why do I have all of these for my 30-meter band on AM? That's because I do a lot of that. Okay, now I'll have to take the link out of my... Let me see. Yeah, I'll have to take the link out of my antenna here real quick. See, single sideband is so crowded, and what happened, I heard these people calling in, you know, on top of me after I'd been running for maybe, I don't know what, 10 minutes or something. And I heard him like calling and doing a test or something in the background, but they couldn't hear us. And then they started talking to each other, and then I think we started coming up on top of them, and so they assumed that we interfered with their station. So I don't want to deal with it, so I just moved. This is one thing about doing CW, just don't run into that. You just don't have that as an issue at all. So okay, I need to take the link out of my antenna here, so let's do that real quick, and I can probably get another 10 minutes or so on 30 meters before I quit here. Boy, I tell you what, I need to take a picture of my station too while I'm thinking about it. Holy cow, I've got 10 minutes yet, so okay, I'm going to take off the weight. Let's take the weight off. And pull it right back up. Okay. Now, with any luck, if I do anything, you hear the sound come up when on the radio when I did that? Okay, let's see, 114.5 maybe? I'll have to do this very quickly. Sorry, Victor Echo India Station, I'm really sorry about that. 30 meters CW 084, they were making it difficult to finish this off, so let's see. Look at that, perfect. 1-to-1. Oh, this is a great antenna. KM4CFT. Jonathan there, let's see. Okay, where do I go next? I have to log myself on the HRWA page. So I'm going to put 10.R101145. And this will be CW update status here. Okay. I think I did all that correctly. I realize I probably shouldn't be too wordy right now while I'm trying to rush to do this. I just can't help it. He knows I'm in a hurry. Carl's a great guy. Did I hear a WA again? Okay. Okay, he's got me. He's my last one for... Okay, this is the last one for 59 is when I worked him, so that was the last station. The rest of these are not ham radio workbench on the air people. They're just normal people. Okay. Should have sent a 559 there. Sometimes I send a 599 anyway. Muscle memory. I'm going to turn the camera up here so you can see the sunset if you can. It's beautiful. W1LP. Florida. This is why I like playing radio outdoors. It's so beautiful. Is that right? Into EPE. Oh goodness. WJ. Got WJ1MK. Putting it in the logs here. New Hampshire. W1KX. Somebody's out there photographing. K5PE. Papa Echo. Okay. I will do 10 more. I gotta make sure I got everything right here though before I do this. Okay. Give me just 1 second to make sure I got K into 80. KB9 RPG. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm going kind of quickly because I'm trying to hurry here. I'm losing light too. I don't have to grab. Okay. Okay, I got a KQ. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. This is my last one because it's number 100. Okay, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. I gotta end this. I have exactly 100. I thought, why not go for that when I had this? I've got to take a few photos here. It is gorgeous. The sunset is absolutely stunning, but I can't really mess around and look at it. I've got to get packed up before it gets too dark. The camera's probably not showing how dark it's getting quickly. It's actually, it'll be fine for doing this right now, but too much more and it would be kind of not that great to pack up. What fun this was. Okay, let's take out the battery. Let's put up what I can right now. Let's see. Got sunglasses to put up too. I've just got a bunch of things from being out. It's starting to get cooler. Feels really, really nice. I mean, it's just, oh, it's wonderful. So I did 100 contacts here, and I did, I've taken my glasses out, but I'll see if I can see what my contacts were with, and I had a total of what, 94 for ham radio workbenches on the air. Some of the guys were sending in reports of how many they worked during this time, and they were pretty impressive. Like I think Vince worked like 200, which is really amazing. Like I said, I just worked like whatever that was, 98, because I'd worked a few before I came out here with my KH1 pedestrian mobile, right? And it was on like 15 and 20 and 15, 17 and 20 meters maybe, I can't remember. Yeah, not exactly. So I'm gonna try to put this up here so you can see it as well. how I pack this up. Not that it's magic or anything. In fact, I'm going to cram a battery in there probably. Will I do that? Maybe I won't do that. I'm going to try to do this in a fairly quick, very quickly here. Get this in here. It's all nice and cozy. What I did last time was I just put my battery here. It saves it. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm just going to throw it in my pack. Actually, I had a much bigger battery I could have taken out too if I needed more capacity. I didn't, of course. Oh, I need to take pictures of my logs before I forget. Let's do that. I'll start with my last page. Here we go. Let's do this. This is how the sausage is made, folks. If you've watched my videos for long, you're basically watching videos of a sausage factory. So, here we go. Get that one. Get this one. It was hard for me to keep up with the serial numbers at the same time I was doing this. Can I see this now? Am I going the right way? This is where I need to put my glasses back on. 40 meters. I can't remember if I took a picture of this one. I'll take a picture of it now. 28, 27. There we go. That's right. And then I had one more behind. That's it, of course. There's a lot of writing today. There's a lot of radio time, and it was a lot of fun because it was a lot of radio time. We'll have to do this again next year. I'm pretty sure we will. They already put up the infrastructure for it with a spotting page. I mean, it's amazing that they got, and thank you to the volunteers who helped put that together, helped market it together. That was really amazing that we had like a full-on spotting page for this thing. That's kind of the ham radio workbench way of doing it. These guys are so smart. I don't know why they ever brought me on. Everybody needs somebody to ask questions, and maybe that's the reason they have me. I can be a good question asker because I don't know what's going on. Actually, I'm super proud to be a member of the Ham Radio Workbench podcast because before I was a member of the podcast or on the crew, I was a big fan of it myself just as a listener. I can't tell you how great it is working with those guys. They're all so nice, so kind, so smart. I can't believe I just did that. I know exactly what I did, too. It's going to be hard to find the end of this, though. I accidentally pulled this off. I didn't put a link to hold this in there. So now what I have to do is kind of backwind the antenna, because here's the end of the antenna. And I had a really quick release on it. And that's exactly what happens. It released quickly. But we can fix this. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Here we go. Let's see. So, what I'll do, though, to keep the thing the way I like to keep it on the winder, I'm going to have to pull the whole thing out of the tree, which will come out pretty easily, and pull it off this way. Here we go. Here's the rest of it, and I'll just wind it out. Man, this wire is absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much again, Alan, for giving me some of this stuff to make antennas. It's just perfect for antenna making. Just down here so you can see. So what I'll do is reattach this, the red line. See, what I can do is put an S-hook on here, and I made 2 places, and I can hold the S-hook and it'll keep it in place so it won't pop off like that again. But yeah. And this is an Adam K6ARK. I worked the guy who made this little InFed half-wave kit, KM4 CFT, and I worked Adam K6ARK, who made and designed this 3D printed winder that KM4 CFT made me. Oops. That's one thing about this. This winder works really, really well, actually, but with this type of wire that bounces out and doesn't have a lot of memory, it wants to just pop off if you let go of it and you take the tension off of it, it'll just pop off. Here we go. I'll come up to the Here we go. Come up to the link here now. And there's my link. And I'll go ahead and link it up since I'm here with it. We'll link this guy up. This is not easy to do without glasses on. I need my reading glasses pretty much anytime I'm doing anything close up. Here we go. Thank you for hanging out with me such a long time. This was a pretty long video. I don't know if I've ever done one quite this long, actually. Maybe I have. Didn't realize it. I would have liked to, next year I will make sure that the calendar is so completely cleared out that I can do the full 4 hours, because I'm convinced I would have definitely gotten a lot more contacts even, because it was just busy today, very, very busy. Okay, here we go. Let's put this up. I've got to find my Velcro, which is right here. This stuff is invaluable. I use it for everything. That'll hold the antenna in place, put it back in its pockets. Now we just put up the throw line, which is not that hard to do. Sorry, I'm bouncing around the camera here on you. But I have to get my weight here real quick. And then we'll put this guy up. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Look at this. What a gorgeous evening. This camera can't do it justice either. I'm hoping my next action camera will do better with this. It's supposed to do a little bit better with low light situations. And with the color, it's got a larger sensor. And I'm able to upgrade that stuff because I've got amazing Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters, and I appreciate it. I'm trying to reinvest things back into the channel and my site and everything. This is a lot of line, because this was actually a pretty darn long throw this time. Almost used everything in the bag. Here we go. I'll stuff this much in. Up. Okay. This is a little awkward the way I'm positioned here, but we'll move it around. There we go. Now it's on the right side. I worked a lot of friends in this too. It's so great to work so many listeners of the podcast. I know not everybody gave the full exchange, and the exchange was really just for fun. It, you know, it has nothing to do with anything else, just fun. Okay. I've had a little bit more to go, but I'm still gonna do it one more time here. There we go. That's the end. Yes, I used a lot of that line today. Yeah, I didn't want to have to reach for the headlamp in my bag. This time of year, I usually carry a lantern with me when I know I'm going to be out beyond sunset. Some parks close at sunset. Lake James does not. It closes at 7 p.m., so it can be beyond sunset here, and it's not a problem. Okay. Might as well just stay for this whole trip here. Just going to put this back in my bag. Put my backpack on. Grab my Pelican case. And then we're going to take a really quick look around the site for any trash. I'm not seeing any, though. It's very clean here. There's some trash cans just right over there. It may be the reason why people actually bother putting up trash, but this park's actually usually really clean anyway. Make sure I don't have anything I've left behind. I got everything here. We'll just walk back together over here. I'll take a look down there at the lake real quick. Here we go. Since you're hanging around this long, why not? Man, I tell you what, this is a beautiful sunset. Now I've got to go home and do the tough part, which is separate all the logs, make sure I got all the ham radio workbench logs, get those to mark, to parse up. Then I have to separate out all the purely POTA ones as well. That'll be a lot of fun. I'll be working with some CSV files, I think, for a little bit. Oh, this is so nice, isn't it? I hear fish jumping out there. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna try to take a quick photo. I bet my camera can't do justice to this, though. I really do appreciate you coming along with me for the ride today. This was so much fun. I'm not used to operating for really long periods of time. I've always told people I haven't been into contesting. I think contesting is kind of fun. I love the idea of it, but it's really, really difficult for me to sit that long of a period of time. And if you talk to any contester, they'll tell you that one of the best skills you can have as a contester is being able to sit for very long periods of time in a chair. And I'm just not good at that. It's all I can do to sit for like 2 hours or more. So I just kind of like to be up and moving around as much as I can. I probably sit that much when I'm blogging and doing things like that. Yes, I can sit down for a while to do that, but I prefer to kind of be mobile and walking around and doing things. I'm the only person here at the park. There's a good campground here, and I do plan to come here and camp sometime. This winter, actually. Try out my new rooftop tent on my Subaru. Give that a go. Time for some dinner now. Thank you so much for coming with me today again. Thank you so much for the Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters, like I said. And thanks for trying to reach out and work me today. This was a lot of fun. I tell you what, like I always say, all we got on this planet is each other. So let's be kind to one another, take care of one another, and until next time, 7 twos.